Cooler Runnings Restaurant would like to introduce you to our brand new vegetarian grill and juice bar called Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, located at 1785 Nerid Avenue at the corner of Nerid and Wickham Avenues in the Bronx, across from the original Cooler Runnings Restaurant. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. We specialize in the best authentic vegetarian dishes, which contain no animal byproducts. Our menu includes Ito stew, tofu, veggie chunks, and our exclusive in-house vegetarian patties. For our full menu, you can visit our website at crvgbronx.com, or you can give us a call at 929-265-3392. We are also available on Uber Eats for your convenience. Stop by, and remember, at Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, customer service is our #1 priority. When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Welcome to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, inviting you to join me each week for real conversations, powerful stories, and uplifting perspectives that shine a light on voices from the community and the diaspora. Kick off your week with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dive deep on Thursdays with Center Stage from 6 to 8 p.m. And ease into your weekend with Saturday morning runnings every Saturday at 10 a.m. Catch Voices with Lady D on YouTube, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network online and YouTube, and Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Trelawney, Jamaica, or tune in on Linkage Radio online. So lock in, turn it up, and remember, every voice has power. This is Voices with Lady D.
Things do happen, words can't explain. Beyond the human reasoning, joy meets with pain. People would spend time just for us to separate. They don't want to see us reach nowhere. Oh girl, and you know I care. Why does it have to be this way? Can't tell you go, can't tell you to stay. Oh, just one of those days. Just one of those days. Am I too humble or ignorant? Things began to find nothing seems important. Oh, my girl had left me and gone. Doesn't want to see her in another room. The essence of her beauty and the charm, the perfume still linger. Oh damn, you remember girl, where we coming from? Oh, I'm the one to whom you belong. Oh yeah, girl, you keep me strong. You and you alone, no other one. Why does it have to be this way? Can't tell you to go, can't tell you to stay. Just one of those days. Just one of those days. It's looking to see you at my gate, listening to hear the phone rings by the fireplace. Now somewhere out there is my girl. Now where can I find her in this world? Still not gonna break down, nor beside, even though I'm stressed up, fed up and feeling mad. I just can't do without her. Oh, child, still a man got to try. Why does it have to be this way? Can't tell her to go, can't tell her to stay. Just one of those days. battlefield, still trying to do my best, and I still won't lose my interest. Yeah, my girl, I love you so. Really hurt to see you go. Why does it have to be this way? Can't tell you go, can't tell you stay. Just one of those days. Just one of those days. Oh, dry cry, even tears, even my heart cries. But who cares? Whose fault's no one but myself. Things do happen, words can't explain. Beyond the human reasoning, joy mixed with pain. People would spend time just for us to separate. Oh, they don't want for us to reach nowhere. Oh girl, you know I care. Oh, why does it have to be this way? Can't tell her to go, can't tell her to stay. Oh, just one of those days. Just one of those days. Am I too humble or ignorant? Things began to fight, nothing seems important. Whoa, my girl now left me and gone. Should see her with you now, so when you know that's faithful. The essence of her beauty and the charm, her perfume still linger. Oh damn girl, remember where we come. Oh, ooh, I'm missing you. I'm missing you. Ah. Dry cry, even tears, even my heart cries. But who cares? Whose fault's no one but myself. Things do happen, words can't explain. Beyond the human reasoning, joy mixed with pain. People would spend time just for us to separate. They don't want to see us reach nowhere. Oh girl, and you know I care. Why does it have to be this way? Can't tell you go, can't tell you to stay. Oh, just one of those days. Just one of those days. Am I too humble or ignorant? Things began to find, nothing seems important. Oh, my girl had left me and gone. Doesn't want to see her in another room. The essence of her beauty and the charm, the perfume still linger. Oh damn, remember girl, where we coming from? Oh, I'm the one to whom you belong. Oh yeah, girl, you keep me strong. You and you alone, no other one. Why does it have to be this way? Can't tell you to go, can't tell you to stay. Just one of those days. Just one of those days. It's looking to see you at my gate, listening to hear the phone rings by the fireplace. Now somewhere out there is my girl. Now where can I find her in this verse? Still not gonna break down, nor beside, even though I'm stressed up, fed up and feeling mad. I just can't do without her. Oh, child, still a man got to try. Why does it have to be this way? Can't tell her to go, can't tell her to stay. Just one of those days. Just one of those days. Is this happening for real? Only if you know the vibes what I feel. Still trying to do my best, and I still won't lose my interest. Yeah, my girl, I love you so. Really hurt to see you go. Why does it have to be this way?
Well. Okay. Very pleasant. Here I am. Yeah, not going anyplace. Good evening to you, everyone. How are you? How are you doing? Hope you're fine out there.
Can't explain. Beyond the human reasoning, joy mixed with pain. People would spend time just for us to separate. Oh, they don't want for us to reach nowhere. Oh girl, you know I care. Oh, why does it have to be this way? Can't tell her to go, can't tell her.
I'd like to say good evening to everyone tuning in this evening to the show as I am working my way up. I hope you can hear me nice and clear this evening.
Something is a little out of sorts here. But I'd like to welcome you to the show this evening as I keep you in the background, Mr. Sizzler. It is Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. And I'm connecting with you this evening.
When I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright inside. Every morning, I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. So
Yes, as I was saying it, it's another Thursday. I'm here with you on Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. A very special good evening. Let me do the wave. The wave is what's happening here on a Thursday. And guess what? It's Anything Goes Thursdays. All brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Hello to one and all. This week has been interesting, hasn't it? We were here on Monday having our own discussion on the upcoming mayoral election, and now somebody won. Yes, man. And he's on everybody's lips. I mean, the networks can't seem to get enough of him. And so I was doing an intake yesterday, and a lady said to me, "What do you think of the new mayor-elect?" And I said, we will just have to wait and see. I don't have a prediction at this time in terms of what his projections are, how he's going to do. He's already said what he intends to do, and we just have to ride it out. Ride it out. It's a very special good evening to you. It's Thursday, and I tell you, we're here, and it's nice and brisk outside. Yes, man. If you went out there assuming, oh, it perhaps was like yesterday or days prior, I'm so sorry. Wake up. We are getting cold air coming in. And, the cleanup efforts continue in Jamaica. We'll be talking. It's Anything Goes. What matters to you? I would like to hear from you. Give me a call here in the Linkage Radio studio at 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474.
with my two hands in the air as far as I can.
And it's a blessing when we get up each and every morning and we're able to move about. We have our cognitive ability working, we're not forgetting things, or we can move, we can see, we can hear, whatever it is that we're able to do, we should do it. So I'd like to say hi to those of you who haven't called me in a while. I appreciate you, and I hope that you'll call me today at 914-268-6148. Center Stage is happening, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. And so, as always, we have our news coming up courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service, and we will just be talking today, just talking. So I am relying on you to call me and share with me what matters to you, because so many moving parts, as we say, that I might be concerned about something and that don't matter to you. You just say, oh, let's keep moving. And that's a term we use, But man, when something's hit today, as I had a second device on my desk, and I'm usually tuning in to what's happening home because I'm looking at the flat screen TV on the wall, and so I'm seeing what's happening here in this country. So I like to tune into what's home, and I know I can see what's going on here in this country. And so I said, you know what? Let me tune into some of the videos that people have captured, and some people have really done a good job of capturing. They've driven down to the parishes that have been affected, and they've been able to really give us a good view of people and to hear their voices and so on. And some of them break your heart, and some you realize it's out of frustration when they say that nobody no care for them. And we know that's not true. We know the Jamaican government is trying their best. Their partners have come in, investors have come in, businesses have come in, and are helping. Nonprofit organizations have come in, and some people are saying, oh, the relief supplies are not getting to them, and some people, they are cut off. You've really seen it. Some people are up in a little cubby hole pretty much, and you're saying no wonder nobody can get to them. But also, Minister Vaz has said that they've had several large equipments that are there now to really move stuff out of roadways and impassable areas that you look at and say, I wish I could go over there, but I can't go. And so I know when people are frustrated, they will think that nobody not there for them, and then and they might trace the government. And when you're frustrated because nobody is sharing your experience. So when somebody goes into a particular area and they're able to push up a little microphone and say, tell me how you feel, what was it like, and all those things. My experience for Gilbert really pales to what is taking place here in Jamaica. But the blessing is it did not take the path that it intended to take, Hurricane Melissa, because today you and I would be perhaps bawling. We would be wailing because it would have wiped everybody out, and some of us would really not be able to communicate at all. So in all of it, we still have to see that God's hand was extended. Call it what you may. He spared us, because it could have been a case where, man, we wipe out. We would have been under siege by a hurricane and nobody. So even when the people in Kingston and so on are back to normal, they can go back to normal. What we want them to do, just sit there and say, oh Lord, we are stressed and fret over the other people in the other parishes. No, the production needs to keep rolling, the production line. People have to work. Monies need to roll through the system. Hey, life continues, and we know that help is getting. So that's my part of my take, rather, on Anything Goes today. We are still giving God thanks, because it could have been worse. It could have been worse. You tuned into Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. And no matter where we are, what we're doing, we still have to remember that all things are well.
Struck me down lightning, thunder in my soul, baby. My heart beats for you only. Every word is true. I'm in love with you. Take you as you are, lady. You ain't gotta change for me. Need you from your crown, honey, right down to the sole of your very feet. Girl, my love grows stronger each day, baby, please. Don't hurt me just because you know I'll forgive. Girl, my love grows stronger each day, baby, please. Don't hurt me just because you know I'll forgive. Hold me until we die, weather together the storms of life. It won't always be sunshine, baby, we're flames of imperfection. Oh, oh, oh. Give me your heart and soul, love me like you've never loved before. Beautiful morning dew, I'll be your shoulder to cry on to. Yeah. Girl, my love grows stronger each day, baby. Please don't hurt me just because you know I'll forgive. No, my love grows stronger each day, baby. Please don't hurt me just because you know I'll forgive. Still stop it, stop it. Still it, stop it, You ain't gotta worry about a thing, girl. Heaven every time you let me in, girl. I know you've been waiting for a king, girl. Oh, wait no more. Girl, my love grows stronger each day, baby, please. Don't hurt me just because you know I'll forgive. Girl,
Yes, my love grows stronger each day. It's one of those, kind of vibes this evening. And as I mentioned, if you were not present on Monday, if you weren't watching the show on Monday, I mentioned that we're going to have to make some changes where this particular platform, the YouTube channel, is concerned, because some things we can do, some things we can't do. And it's just so. We just can't. So I'd like to welcome you to the show this evening. And right now it's time for News Zone, a rebroadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. And ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to like, share, subscribe to this particular channel called Voices with Lady D. Of course, each and every Thursday, we take you on a journey. However, today is Anything Goes Thursday. So you're invited to call me with your concerns, your well wishes, your topic of interest, or anything that matters to you. Give me a call, 914-268-6148. In the meanwhile, it's now time for me to take you to, of course, our newscast, all courtesy of Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Don't forget to tune in each and every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's now time for News Zone.
Good day, I'm Lisa Rowe and this is your JIS News for Thursday, November 6, 2025. The government of Jamaica received a large shipment of hurricane relief supplies from several of the island's international partners on Tuesday. The shipment of 15 containers with more than 150 tons of relief material and equipment arrived aboard the Dutch Navy support ship HNLMS Pelican from its base in Curaçao. It includes medical and health supplies, emergency shelter materials, power and electrical equipment vehicles, forklifts and other transport assets, as well as communication tools and water sanitation equipment. The items were donated by the European Union, the United Nations, Kingdom of the Netherlands, Canada, and the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, SEDEMA. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, who was at the Kingston Freeport Container Terminal to receive the shipment, expressed delight and gratitude for the support.
The delivery of assistance is one step in the relief, the emergency response, relief, recovery, rebuilding. This will be an arduous task. The humanitarian support, which is here to positively impact the lives of families that are affected, also needs logistics, and which is why this particular shipment is so very important.
Pointing out that access to some communities remained difficult due to damaged roads and bridges, she said the inclusion of 2 heavy vehicles would be especially useful in enabling responders to get into hard-to-reach communities.
We give thanks that our Coast Guard vessels are back from safe harbor in Colombia, so that will assist. But the ability to have heavy vehicles that can transport our humanitarian relief directly to the people who need it is a phenomenal enhancement of the work that is underway.
A nearly 80-member Spanish health team arrived in Jamaica on Wednesday to support the emergency field hospital that will be set up at the Falmouth Hospital. They will provide extensive medical services and support to the local healthcare infrastructure, which suffered extensive damage in the hurricane.
From doctors to nurses to engineers, I would imagine, given that you have to install. And this is the second installment of our field hospital. First one in Black River, this one for Falmouth. And it's all based on the friendship of our respective countries, and we appreciate it. So this is a good day for Jamaicans who are suffering.
The deployment forms part of the European Union's ongoing support to Jamaica's post-hurricane recovery, implemented in partnership with the government of Spain.
What we're bringing here is probably the flagship of our international cooperation in the area of health, which is a field hospital as big as a soccer field, and it can accommodate 24 beds, plus 200 people can be treated daily, up to 400 surgery capacities. It has a theater, it has many things, and above all, it's absolutely self-sufficient, and it comes at no cost for the government of Jamaica.
Meanwhile, the emergency field hospital deployed at the Black River High School in St. Elizabeth is now operational. That one was established by the evangelical Christian humanitarian organization Samaritan's Purse International Relief. It is staffed with more than 60 people and is designed to replicate the capabilities of the Black River Hospital in the parish, which was devastated by the hurricane.
We can see all chronic and emergent situations. We have a general surgeon, orthopedic surgeon, so any kind of surgeries that come in through the door. And we have a full, very experienced emergency room staff, so they're really capable to handle almost any emergency. We have OB capacity should someone go into labor, and then intensive care and other chronic diseases.
On Wednesday, the country also received a supply of well-needed items from the government of Japan. The items were donated based on a request from the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, and were supplied through the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA. They include various commodities, among them 1,400 sleeping bags, 350 tents, 350 portable jerry cans, and 20 water purifiers.
This handover ceremony underscores the unwavering commitment of the government of Japan to support our Jamaican friends in times of need, taking into consideration the humanitarian perspective and the traditional friendship between Japan and Jamaica.
And I want to express, Ambassador, on behalf of the Most Honorable Prime Minister and the government and people of Jamaica, our sincere gratitude to you and the Japanese for the continuous support that you have been given to this country over many years.
As the country continues to receive donations and supplies in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, the government has put a more structured management system in place. ODPEM, which is the government's central agency for disaster response, has been reassigned to the Office of the Prime Minister with immediate effect. Commander Alvin Gale of the Jamaica Defence Force, JDF, has been appointed Director General of the agency. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says the realignment establishes a single point for emergency logistics and coordination across government and with relief partners.
The best place to achieve that, given the nature of the crisis and the speed with which we want the recovery, is for it to be centrally positioned in the Office of the Prime Minister, which is what the Office of the Prime Minister does. It coordinates all the entities. The new arrangement will accelerate the distribution of relief supplies in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, better serve the most affected communities, and restore normalcy as quickly as possible.
Dr. Holness, who was making a statement to Parliament on Tuesday, also encouraged consigning relief items to ODPEM to be shipped through the Support Jamaica platform to get the benefit of reduced or waived duties.
Once you bring your stuff in, even if you put it under the name ODPEM, it's yours. You can take it and do whatever you want to do with it. But it is important that the nation has a full account of everything that came in.
More than 170 million Jamaican dollars in contributions have so far been raised on the supportjamaica.gov.jm platform and are being channeled through ODPEM. Members of Parliament have each been assigned $1.5 million to support government's emergency response in constituencies. This is in addition to the $1.5 million previously allocated to constituencies for emergency relief before the hurricane.
But this one would be now mostly focused on food, medicine.
The government has issued a strong warning against price gouging in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says the Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce has been asked to investigate the issue of price hikes on food, construction materials, gas and transportation costs in the wake of the storm. He made the point that while the order that is in place for price gouging is limited to food items and some essential goods, there will be measures taken to protect consumers.
We will investigate this and ensure that there is enforcement, because in a time of disaster, everyone is expected to exercise good discretion in favor of the national recovery.
Reports of price gouging can be made to the Consumer Affairs Commission or directly to the Ministry of Commerce. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says government is aware of and giving consideration to calls for the implementation of curfews and other security measures, such as states of public emergency, in areas devastated by the hurricane. However, he says that is not an immediate plan, as the administration does not want to impose a further hardship on persons by imposing security measures that may conflict with the free flow of humanitarian response that is needed.
At some point, however, when we have established, as we are now doing, the hub and spoke for a supply chain operation to ensure that there is a consistent flow of relief into communities, that will have to be protected. And therefore, we will have to put special measures around the routes that have to be traveled and protecting the areas where they are stored and distributed.
During his statement to Parliament on Tuesday, Dr. Holness reported that the country's national security architecture was fully mobilized prior to and in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa.
From the earliest moments of this disaster, the Jamaica Defence Force and the Jamaica Constabulary Force have stood at the front line of our national response, upholding order, saving lives, and ensuring that essential relief reaches our people. Their efforts have been heroic, and the nation owes them deep gratitude.
He reveals that damage was sustained to JDF facilities at Frome, Paradise Park, Montpelier, and the Black River Coast Guard Station, and says these will be rebuilt quickly. In the meantime, the Jamaica Defence Force has established 22 humanitarian assistance and disaster relief outposts in areas of St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, St. James, and Trelawney. The move is to support bringing aid to the more than 30 communities that have been left marooned because of the hurricane.
And the objective is that these will serve as humanitarian bases in what they call a hub and spoke operation. So right now, they were moving humanitarian aid through airlift and other means directly to the various communities. Now the phase that they are transitioning into is to move it to the hub where they can store a lot, they can do 24-hour movement, and then from the hub to all the communities, including communities that are marooned. That way we can scale up rapidly the response to communities that have not yet been serviced.
In St. Elizabeth, the posts are set up in the communities of Burnt Savannah, Newmarket, and Springfield. Outposts are also stationed at Savannah Lamar, Darliston, Lennox, Bigwood, Bluefields, Betheltown, Amity, Beeston Spring, Tatch Valley, Frome, Roaring River, Content, and Glenbrook in Westmoreland. They're also situated at Catadupa, Cambridge, Adelphi, and Maroontown in St. James, and in Wirefence, Jacksontown, Falmouth, and Perth, Trelawney. Prime Minister Holness says more will be established as the JDF expands its operations. The government will be reviewing the selection of facilities to be used as emergency shelters in the wake of shortcomings identified during Hurricane Melissa. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has acknowledged that some locations identified as shelters failed to withstand the impact of the hurricane, highlighting the need for stronger, more resilient spaces. He put forward that the focus should be on building facilities that can withstand disasters and double as shelters when needed.
But the decisions that we have to make now in the rebuilding is whether or not we are going to rebuild some of these facilities in the way that they were built before. So we have to make decisions about concrete roofs, about the strength of having a strong, or what we call a safe room. So these are decisions that we will make to improve the quality of facilities that would be available for shelters.
The Prime Minister says the government will also consider the question of whether shelter managers who currently serve on a voluntary basis should be compensated to strengthen oversight. At the height of the hurricane, approximately 15,000 Jamaicans were housed in official shelters across the island.
Shelters will remain open as long as needed, with food, water, medical support, and psychological services will be provided through the Ministry of Labour and Social Security and the Ministry of Local Government.
And finally, taxpayers are getting an additional month to file their consumption tax returns for September. Tax Administration Jamaica, TAJ, says the deadline to file is being extended in consideration of persons who may have been affected by Hurricane Melissa. The returns for GCT, Special Consumption Tax, Telephone Call Tax, and Guest Accommodation Room Tax for September were due October 31, but persons now have until Friday, November 28, 2025. This means that taxpayers will not face penalties for late filing and payment. The consumption tax returns for October 2025 are also due on November 28. Filing is mandatory online at TAJ's website, jamaicatax.gov.jm. Payments can also be made via the TAJ's e-services platform on the website using a credit card or debit card with credit card features. Other payment options include NCB Online Banking, Scotia Online and Mobile App, and Direct Funds Transfer. TAJ is encouraging taxpayers to make use of this additional time to ensure that their filings are accurate and complete. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lisa Rowe. Thanks for watching.
Well, that was News Zone, a rebroadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. A very pleasant good evening to you. It is Anything Goes Thursday. I want to know, did your candidate win in the mayoral election that took place 2 days ago? You can call me and let me know. How do you feel about Mr. Mamdani? And what are your thoughts? Also, we are talking about hurricane relief in Jamaica, and I wanted you to know, because I mentioned it on Monday, that I was very concerned because I had not heard anything from Julia Benaya out of Stewart Castle in Trelawney. And so yesterday, let me see if it was, it was yesterday that she sent us a note in the Fit FM WhatsApp group, and I was so happy to hear from Julia when I heard from her. But in addition, she posted in the general group, and she says it's awful in Trelawney too, but we keep on hearing Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. So there was a previous conversation in the thread. Hanover, St. James, Trelawney, and St. Anne in bad shape. Would feel better if we see even a JPS truck, so they still don't have power. She says Fit FM is only a few meters from JPS power plant and no sign of activity. Big up to community members with power saws and generators with lights. So that's so good. She says Taste Tools and Rental and Natty with his power saw. So she bigging up somebody. She says JDF soldiers, 40 of them are now in Duncan's at the all-age school repairing the roof. Care packages will be distributed in Clarkstown, and that was yesterday. Carnival cruise ship team came to Falmouth on Tuesday, delivering food items and toiletries to be distributed. Montego Bay Convention Center, I guess, is the food hub. Food is distributed and airlifted to the parishes, communities that are cut off. Right, and she says the inland communities are in bad shape and also cut off. So, we told her thanks for giving us information, and I'm very happy that she is well, her family is well, and life will continue. Life will continue. So I had to give you that update, and also just to let you know that we are really working to see how best we can manage our YouTube channel. And so please be patient with me. I won't be playing as many selections as I would do usually. But, hey, we have to move things around. I saw Madam Ambassador Shern, so before I do anything else, I need to now literally do the hop over to the YouTube channel and to say hello to everybody who is on with us this evening. Want to big up, my co-producer, Mr. Evil Green, who is there sending out his notes and all that. Thank you, King, for the compliment. He is complimenting my outfit for the day. I appreciate that. Also, I saw who was first in line? I saw when Pat J came in. Happy Thanksgiving, Thankful Thursday as always. And then Sherns, Madam Ambassador Sherns came in. If Sherns is still on, so Sherns had informed us that her windows got damaged, but she didn't think that anything else had happened to the physical structure of the house itself. So we are very happy for that. Also, if you have any reports that you would like to share with us about people you know or your own family, please share them with us so we can, spot people out. And Millie, my Millie from Jamaica, is on. She says, good evening, family and friends. Hi, Mills. Hope you're feeling good today. My sissy Jen, as always, Jen is here. She says, good evening, family and everyone. And also, co-producer says, well, it's the show after the election. Did your candidate win? So you can call me and let me know. And you can start calling now. I don't have to go through a whole lot. The show ends at 8 o'clock. So we don't have a lot of time. So please, I hope to hear from you by calling 914-268-6148. If you would like to send a voice message to WhatsApp so I can air it here on the show, then the same telephone number I've been quoting, 876-219-3474. 876-219-3474. That's the number you can send a voice note to, and I'll be able to play it for you. Who else is here? So Vero is here. Good evening, Vero. Nice to see you, my love. And Pat D is here as well. And I appreciate you. I know Drea is also here. So hi, Drea. Nice of you to always be here with me. We come from way back. Sure. So hello everyone. Yes, so Mike is also asking for update from you, Sherns, if you've heard anything since. Okay, folks, YouTube are going bad, so now more than ever we need to talk up the things. Thank you very much, co-producer. Yes. So, all right, let's see. So, who knew? Okay, let's see. I'm getting some notes here. Oh yes. So here is co-producer saying, so who knew where the Republican candidate for Jamaica for governor of Virginia is Jamaican born? Yes. As a matter of fact, he actually knows his mom. So hey, we're gonna get to that too. Water. So Madam Ambassador Sharons is giving an update. Water and electricity has been restored in Mobay as of yesterday. Not sure about the outskirts of the city. Okay, thank you, Sharons, for your update. We appreciate you. For those of you who'd like to call, give me a call, 914-268-6148. I'd also like to, because it's Anything Goes Thursday, so what's on your mind? I would love to share some videos with you, but that's not possible at this time. Anyhow, I also want to hop on over to see what's going on in the headlines. So we have, yes, I saw this one. It says Trans Jamaican Highway commits $100 million to Hurricane Melissa relief. Isn't that something? Could you all just multiply that for me quickly, please, in Jamaican dollars? So the Board of Directors of Trans Jamaican Highway Limited, TJH, has approved a $100 million relief package to assist homeowners whose properties were damaged by Hurricane Melissa. Under the initiative, the company will provide building materials, including zinc sheets, lumber, hurricane straps, nails, and other supplies to support the repair of building efforts of more than 2,000 affected residents. So, bravo. That's good news here. That's what I was saying earlier in my commentary that, people are fussing that nobody don't come to them. But yes, it is coming and they're doing it in the best way that they can. Okay? So I would like to hear more from you. Let me see what else I have. Also, Scotiabank commits $165 million to support hurricane relief. Hey, great news. In response to the widespread devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa, Scotiabank has announced a contribution of, in Canadian dollars, $400,000, approximately in Jamaican dollars, $48 million, to support relief and rebuilding efforts across Jamaica. The Scotiabank Foundation says it is also committing to provide funding of $100 million Jamaican dollars towards the island's recovery efforts and supporting the island's economic resilience. The funds will be directed to trusted organizations actively providing aid to affected families, communities, and Jamaica's rebuilding efforts. And also, my organization, they are in discussions right now with agencies in Jamaica partnering. So we have put the call out already for people to start dropping off donations to Jamaica. So we are partnering and the conversations are in progress. And as soon as we start collecting items, I will definitely be putting the PSA out so that, you can drop off your donations to our location, because we're going to send off the container and so on. So please, people need help. Today, as I watched and I realized that, my God, so many people could have been in a similar situation. And I go back to the point that, when you don't have the money to build a proper structure, because most of those people were affected, when you look along a strip, you realize it's just board houses. And they do what they can so they can live. So, hey. Also today, the Prime Minister had announced that about 20,000 NHT homeowners will get a reprieve in terms of their mortgage for the next, I think it's 6 months or something like that. So that's also a blessing. I don't know how many of them have actually been able to go to no work. I mean, they're outside. It's a really difficult scene to look at when you see it. But give me a call and let me know. We're hoping that life will slowly come back, for Jamaica. Life will come back for those people. Okay. Just hold a moment for me, please. Good evening.
My queen.
Yes, sir. There is a sound. Can you call me back, please? Yes, I'm having some issues here. Something is a little above its normal level. So you stay with me. Okay, I'm going to go to a quick break, music break. You stay with me. Don't go anywhere.
Don't you know that I wanna be loved, wanna be kissed by you, baby? Nobody else will do. When a man loves, ooh, don't you know that I wanna be loved, wanna be kissed by you, baby? Nobody else will do. When a man loves a woman deep down in his heart, he tries his best to make her see that he wants to make her start. He gives her all kind of pretty things and he tries to win her heart. Oh, nothing that he wouldn't do to keep his love from falling apart. I wanna be loved, I wanna be kissed by you. No, no, nobody else, no, baby. Although sometimes little things go through my head and make me think all kind of funny things, darling, I'll always have faith in you, and that's why I'll always be telling you. Now this love I feel inside of me overwhelms my heart with ecstasy. Darling, I'll always be one with you. You've got the love to see me through. I wanna be loved, I wanna be kissed by you. Ooh, nobody else will do. I wanna be loved. Ooh, no, 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 no. Ooh, no, 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 no. When a man loves a woman deep down in his heart, he tries his best to make her see that he wants to make her start. He gives her all kind of pretty things and he tries to win her heart. There's nothing that he wouldn't do to keep his love from falling apart. I wanna be loved, I wanna be kissed by you, baby. Nobody else will do. Don't you know that I wanna be loved, I wanna be kissed by you? Nobody else will do. Don't you know that I wanna be loved,
just can't live without you. No, nowhere. Ooh. Now many men will try to tell you bad things about me. Oh baby, my number one girl. You should know this by now. You're my number one girl. There is no other. Oh no, not in this world. We'll live together and sever will never, like two peas in a pod. That's the way we will be now, now. Baby, just you wait and see. Some people may try to keep us apart. They can't change the feelings deep within my heart. I know now for sure I love you much more than you can imagine. Girl, my love is for real. I need a love that I can feel. Yeah, you gave me your smile and you went away, baby. I prayed to Jah that one day you would come back and stay. I opened my eyes, that's when I realized that all that I do is all about you, baby. Girl, I love you really and true, yeah. My number one girl. Ooh. My number one girl. Baby, baby. Hey, you should know this by now. There is no one for me but you. Honey, I can't fight the feeling. I'm in love with you really and true. I've been around the world, dated many, many girls, but none can compare. Girl, it's all about you, baby. Girl, I love you really and true. Yeah, I know men will try, but I understand the reason why. If I should hurt you, baby, heaven and earth would cry. There's really no reason for us to be apart when all that I do is all about you, baby. I love you really and true. You gave me a smile and you went away, baby. I pray to Jah that one day you would come back and stay. I opened my eyes, that's when I realized that all that I do is all about you, baby. Girl, I love you really and true, yeah. My number one girl, now, now. Number one in this world. Baby, 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 baby. You know this by now. You're my number one girl. There is no other. Oh no, not in this world. We'll live together and sever will never, like two peas in a pod. That's the way we will be. No, now, baby, just you wait and see. Yeah, some people may try to keep us apart, but they can't change this feeling deep within my heart. I know for sure I love you much more than you can imagine.
I welcome you back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here. I was just trying to connect or correct something that I'm observing here. So I'd like to just say good evening. I know King called, but I was experiencing some amount of distortion in the line. So King, I'd like to test it if you don't mind. Or if someone would like to call me back, 914-268-6148. That's 914-268-6148. And let's see if we are back in. Okay, where having a bit of sensory thing going on here. Huh. Alrighty then. Okay, so 914-268-6148. 914-268-6148. So we keep going here on the show this evening, center stage. So if you want to give me a call, let's see if I can pick up. Good evening, Pat J. How are you doing?
I am doing just well, thank you. Good evening, Lady D. Gomez Green,
Hey there, Pat.
CEO and the
Patty.
Voices family.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Happy Thankful Thursday.
Thank you. To you too.
Yes, yes. And you're looking as lovely as usual. I love your colors.
I try. Thank you. I'm gonna just take it.
Yes, you're doing a remarkable job. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I decided to call in early because on Monday I gave King and DL an opportunity to voice their opinion. Each time that I try to call, I say, you know what, I'm just going to leave well enough alone.
Okay, no
But
problem.
anyway, I live in Westchester, so my candidates for Westchester,
Yes.
you know, they all got in.
Wonderful.
Voted for a black Supreme Court justice, and she got in.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Shako. So we have two blacks who are on the Supreme Court in Westchester. We have a Jamaican, Maurice Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He got in last year. And so this year we have Ms. Shako, and we're so proud of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, as far as the candidate for the tri-borough areas, Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Long Island, I really would like for them to give Mandani a chance. Yes, he's young, he's inexperienced, but you know, which one of us, when we go on a job and we are ignorant of the fact we're inexperienced, we are assigned a proctor. So someone has to guide us through the job. Am I correct? So we can make some strong accomplishment. Now, I love Como. Como was a fantastic leader during the COVID era. He did a remarkable job because his leadership not only expanded in Westchester, it expanded throughout the United States and globally because no one knew what this COVID was. And so he was able to mobilize, you know, put policies and procedures in place. And so, you know, we were able to get over, not get over, to go through the COVID situation. Now, I was a little upset when he was brought upon charges for miscalculating the number of deaths. Now, in every organization, you have a supervisor, you have to have a leader. And each of these nursing homes, whatever numbers were sent to him, that's what he went off. You know, there was no need for him to go and check.
Right.
So that's where the big problem lies. Yes, they claim he misappropriated, but it wasn't his fault. But as I said, he was a good leader. But on the flip side of the coin, you know, those women who accused him, allegedly, you know, it left the door open for him to be labeled a bad man.
Yes.
But he still has some leadership skills. Now he has paid his bills and debt. So I believe he should have just go and, you know, give the young man a chance. And this is a time where all hands have to be on board. Because it's not just where Mandani is concerned, this involves the entire New York City.
Yes.
Because we see who we have in the White House.
Yes.
He's a brute. And so anyone who will not play ball with him, he's going to try his best to crush them, even though he has his skeletons in his closet. He doesn't want his skeletons to be exposed. So this is where I stand with Mandani. Give the guy a chance. You know, everybody work together because as New Yorkers, we have to stand strong. We have to stand together.
Agreed.
We cannot let anybody break us down. Yes.
Yes.
And number one. Number two, I just want to touch a little bit on the destruction in Jamaica. Because we are creatures of habit, we want what we want instantaneously. Those folks who are in desperate need, it's a travesty. It's really, really mind-boggling. But there's no need for stealing. I saw a clip where the two foreigners, two Americans, were accosted. They were robbed of their pocketbook, their phones, and whatever. During the height of the hurricane, the winds blowing 175 miles an hour, and they decided to rob these tourists. Now, that leaves a very poor taste in my mouth, you know? I know everybody wants help. They want instantaneous gratification. They were warned about the hurricane, but some decided, oh, it's not going to come. You know, it's the Americans' fault. Oh, my goodness. But thank God, Mr. Elon Musk, he was able to step up to the plate with his satellite program, Starlink.
Yes.
Now, we have to watch that guy because he doesn't do anything for free.
Agreed.
He decided he wanted help. He has a hidden agenda. So for right now, we just have to allow him and allow the country to get back on its feet. So that's my 2 cents right there. And another thing, the Jamaican woman who was running for, is it governor in Virginia?
Sorry, Pat.
I think her agenda was too far-fetched. There is no way she would have won that election. No way, Lady D.
I'm hearing you, Pat. I just can't be too conversational with you right now because there's a feedback.
Okay, all right. So do you want me to hang up now?
No, keep going. I just will pop. I'll pop in, you know.
Oh, yeah. There's a little feedback in the background.
Yes.
That I'm hearing.
Yes, there's
a little. You're concerned about?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, I can talk over it. Yes. So as I was saying, that Jamaican lady who was running, there is no way she would have won that constituency. Her ideas were just too far-fetched. And the climate now that we're in, we see there are so many people who are disenfranchised under the Republican regime. And I'm glad all the Democrats who ran in New York, New Jersey, and Virginia, I'm glad those 3 Democrats won their seats. And it only shows when we work together, we can accomplish a lot.
That's true.
Yep. All hands on deck. When we work together, yes. And there's more work to be done.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, Lady D. I hope you get that problem solved.
Yes, soon.
Okay, all right. Okay, bye-bye now.
Okay, I'm working with the program here, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow the audio is giving me some problems, but you know, we keep rolling. Yes. So if you want to call me, I know how to manage it, so don't let that deter you. Call me 914-268-6148. Mr. King, I know that you had called earlier, so if you'd like to call me back, and here he goes. So let me prepare myself. Hello, King.
My queen.
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, my point is that I have several pennies today. So a lot of 1 cent I come with today, or
Okay.
2 cents.
Go ahead.
Well, first thing, congratulations to Mr. Madani. My thing with young people, because he's a young, very young man. Young people, to me, I don't want Mr. McDonald represent me being so ignorant on the flip side. I don't want him to even challenge the current administration. It's time we need to forget about the current administration and do what we can do and stop keeping ourselves mindful of them. Because I have to use the good book, the good book. I have to use it all the time. Because you keep your mouth with a bridle with the wicked is before you. And everyone needs to take this serious. You have to learn to keep your mouth with a bridle while the wicked is before you. And no matter what Mr. McDonald say, you have to be careful how you approach the bench with the wicked. That is a draw one sword and just it's not sword, one pen. But these wicked nowadays they use pens. It's one stroke of a pen. And everything is over. We have to be smart. You have to hold your mouth with a bridle. And based on how he behaves, he really represents the young people of New York. You really represent them. Yes, I can tell you he's representing them. He's representing them all right. Because that's how they behave. For which, I'm not saying not going to get anything done, but we must always keep, somebody need to let him know, now that you're in the seat, you're going to have to stand up sooner or later to direct the band. Remember, the band will play based on how your hands move. Good. Next thing, Queen, down at Jamaica, I get one of the most disgusting news today. This evening, rather. A friend of mine, brother, was stabbed to death in the middle of the street for not paying dues to run taxi. I didn't know that going on in Jamaica. We never know the extortion of going in Jamaica.
Yes.
And he was killed because...
I wasn't aware of that.
Me either. And I was like, really? So again, I have to make one more stroke against that country. Regardless, I'm sending what I'm sending for who. I don't see myself returning the for neither love no money. It just turn you off to see how the people behave. And if it wasn't the mercy of God, you just lock your door and window. Because how in this time, when everybody is feeling the blunt of this thing, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy, Queen. And again, the woman who seems to be the foreign minister doing a great job. Our face is all over the place. I must commend all the members of parliament and their work, because everybody seems to be running all over the whole 14 parishes of the country. Thank God for them. And I hope after everything, I don't know when they vacation, but I will try to approve a little vacation for all of them to pack up. And I hope we should have both parties put them on a ship and sail them somewhere. Anybody not behave themselves, you just throw them overboard before the ship come back.
Okay.
That's me, and Queen. That's all we can think of now. How are you otherwise?
I am well.
You're looking fabulous though on a Thursday evening here.
Hey.
Thumbs up to the designer.
Of course.
Because I tell CEO, no matter what the designer throw upon you, you make it look good. So if you just go one sheet and throw it to your head, you know how to make it look good. So kudos to you. All right, that's me 2 cents. Me gone. Madam Ambassador, I wish I could have given you back 2 windows.
Thank you, King. Okay, so because I'm experiencing some challenges here, while my guests they're online, I can't interact too much to prevent distortion. But nevertheless, I am thankful for what we're able to do. Also, Madam Ambassador says the bank took out my mortgage 2 days after the hurricane. Well, hello. Jen says, a still tongue keepeth a wise head and stays out of trouble. Yes, ma'am. Adria says, I'm sporting a professional look. Ciao. Alrighty. Jen says, silence is golden. Yes, it is. And we must give a shout out to Marie. She says, good evening, Lady D and fellow listeners from beautiful, beautiful Jamaica. She traveled to Jamaica. She's there for a solemn occasion. And she says, I love my island home. I'm glad you got there safely, Marie, and we hope all goes well. Jen says, thanking God for restoring electricity and water after the rampage of the storm Melissa. We know some people still don't get back either yet, but hey, bits and pieces, bits and pieces, bits and pieces. So we're so happy that, things are going on. You just need to know to position yourself. And if you position yourself right, all is going to be fine. You see what happened here? I looked today and I had to say to my friend, at one point that place, a section with just children running around with no shoe on, and the place mash up looked like somewhere else that we really don't associate with like that. Let's see who is on the line. Good evening.
Good evening, Sister B.
Hey there, Mike. Hey, Mike.
How you doing?
All right.
I just I want to call a little bit to cheer up the Democratic friends. Don't feel it's a democratic one.
Mm-hmm.
You got liberals, you got moderates, you got conservatives, and we are a little bit upset about the name of the communism thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just want to say, I am a Democrat, and I was thinking also about Mr. Cuomo.
Yes.
But we are seeing them down, and I believe we should just give Mr. Mandan a little chance.
Well.
But drop the communist thing out of it and let's see.
Yes. I hear
Thank
you.
God we got a Democratic role.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thoughts right now. I know a few of us are upset about the communist name. He's not too young. He need a chance.
Okay.
But
And
I don't think they'll get it too.
like many of them, they have advisors, and if their advisors are willing to guide them and they're willing to listen, then that's where their successful tenure comes into play.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
All right. I hear you. So, coward man keeps on bone.
Exactly.
My love to you both.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, Teddy. Just little thoughts about our good Democratic friends all over there.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Blessings, Mike.
And Jamaica, thanks, Sister Sharon, for your update.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't heard anything else different.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm counting down the days to go home, man. I can't wait.
I can see you. I'm making the wings for you. They're almost done.
Okay. All right, Sister Lee, take it easy.
Mike, okay. All right, that's my brother Mike, and I can hear my sissy Jen in the background. Okay, someone was calling me. If you don't mind, you can give me a call back, 914-268-6148. 914-268-6148. I'm working with what I'm working with right now. Be patient with me. I know you were calling. You may call me back, 914-268-6148. Also, my good girlfriend Betty had sent me a note, because she sent me a note this morning and told me that her family in Westmoreland were also affected. A pleasant good evening to you.
Good evening, Lady D. Green.
Hey there, Gloria.
Good evening to the listeners, Sister Pat. Good evening also. You know, I'm so happy for the help for Jamaica. I listen to the news every day, and it could be worse. Thank God we're getting help, and you know, we as Jamaicans, we are putting together our little thing. You know, I knew Mr. Mandami was gonna win, but let us rally behind him and make America be the same as it used to be when I came here, because things have changed so dramatically. But God is still in charge. Thank you, Lady D. Say hi to hubby for me.
Yes, he's listening. Bye. Thanks, Gloria. Alrighty. Gloria want it the way it was when she came here. Let's see how that will work. Miracles still happen? Yes. So we're winding down. It's 7:51. Don't forget the show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings, Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx.
Cooler Runnings Restaurant would like to introduce you to our brand new vegetarian grill and juice bar called Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, located at 1785 Nereid Avenue at the corner of Nereid and Wickham Avenues in the Bronx, across from the original Cooler Runnings Restaurant. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. We specialize in the best authentic vegetarian dishes, which contain no animal byproducts. Our menu includes Ito stew, tofu, veggie chunks, and our exclusive in-house vegetarian patties. For our full menu, you can visit our website at crvgbronx.com, or you can give us a call at 929-265-3392. We are also available on Uber Eats for your convenience. Stop by, and remember, at Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, customer service is our #1 priority.
You know, some of the statements that people are making in light of Mr. Mamdani's victory. Supporters, we chose hope over despair. Mamdani's victory speech electrified supporters. We have toppled the political dynasty. This new age will be one of relentless improvement. So here are some bulleted points for you. He promised to freeze rent for 2 million tenants, make buses free, and deliver universal child care. That's 1. 2. Young voters and progressives celebrated his win as a triumph of grassroots organizing and bold vision. Turnout was the highest since 1969. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries said, "The Democratic Party is back," praising Mamdani's affordability agenda. Mamdani also received congratulations from President Biden, who reportedly called him the day after the election. Now, the Jewish community divided reactions. Some Jewish leaders expressed concern over Mamdani's past criticism of Israel and associations with pro-Palestinian activists. The Anti-Defamation League launched a monitoring initiative, citing fears of rising anti-Semitism. Others, like J Street, urged constructive engagement. Fear-mongering is harmful. Let's hold him accountable, not demonize him. Mamdani responded by reaffirming his commitment to protect Jewish New Yorkers and increase funding for hate crime prevention. In terms of law enforcement, tensions and recruitment pitches, the Houston Police Union used Mamdani's win to recruit NYPD officers, citing his past criticism of the department. Mamdani has since pledged to retain the NYPD commissioner and focus on community safety reforms. Mamdani's own words, "This city belongs to you," he told supporters. "We will fight for you because we are you." He vowed to be mayor for all 8.5 million New Yorkers, regardless of how they voted. So there you have it. That's a snapshot. Of course, his win is hailed as a historic shift by progressive and young voters, while sparking concern and criticism from conservative groups and some Jewish leaders. His win is seen as a bold rejection of political dynasties and a call for radical affordability reforms. And if you want stats, well, let me give that to you as we're winding down. 5 minutes to go. Population overview. Total population, July 2025, 8.4. Growth trend. Okay, so that's not really what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at age distribution highlights. Median age 30 years overall, 36.7 years for males, 39.3 years for females. Youngest borough, Bronx, median age 34.8. Oldest boroughs, Staten Island 40.0 and Queens 39.7. Let me give you okay. We have everything at our fingertips here. Overall turnout, total votes cast. The highest in a mayoral race since, 32,000. Age breakdown. Okay, so the age breakdown, voters under 30, about 20% of Mamdani's support base. 75% of voters under 30 backed Mamdani. Many were first-time mayoral voters, energized by his affordability platform. Older voters skewed toward Andrew Cuomo, especially those over 60. Race and ethnicity, black voters, strong support for Mamdani, especially in Brooklyn and in the Bronx. Asian voters backed Mamdani in neighborhoods like Chinatown and Flushing. Latino voters, mixed support, with younger Latinos leaning toward Mamdani. White voters split, with Cuomo winning more conservative and affluent areas like the Upper East Side and Staten Island. Religious identity, Muslim voters 90% supported Mamdani, who is NYC's first Muslim mayor. Jewish voters 60% backed Cuomo, citing concerns over Mamdani's stance on Israel. Geographic trends, Mamdani won every borough except Staten Island. Dominated in North Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens. Lost ground in South Brooklyn, Upper Manhattan, and Staten Island. And voter sentiment, many voters cited affordability, housing, and transit as top issues. Immigrant voters felt seen and heard by Mamdani's inclusive platform. Youth and civic groups reported record engagement, with students canvassing and working polls. What can I say? There is an uprising of the young. Let's see how he performs. I would say, you see, like how we say we have to pray for the president, I'd say pray for the mayor-elect, because he's going to need a whole lot of it. No matter what his agenda is, he's going to need a lot. But of course, it's anything goes right here on Center Stage. Anything goes Thursday, and we're wrapping up. Chris Wilby comes right after this. Please stick and stay with him. And for those of you who are online, courtesy of Linkage Radio, you'll hear him. Those of you who are on YouTube and you like to watch, then you hop on over to KVR Network on YouTube and you'll catch Chris Wilby there live in his fancy studio. So, gonna head on out now, and I want to say thanks to everyone for tuning in. I'm looking forward to being back on Monday, and I hope to get some kind of nice rest this weekend. I don't know how possible that's going to be. But I don't want to come here looking all beat up on Monday, and then you all have to say, so Thursday you were looking so fabulous. What happened today, Lady D? Whoopsie. Jen says, I don't think all is blah, blah. Freezing rent, free food, and busing will not work, but we will see the outcome of all the promises. Yes, Jen, we will see the outcome. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in this evening with yours truly, Lady D, Denise Gomez Green, with my co-host. No, not my co-host. Well, he might be hosting. You never know one of these days. But my co-producer, Evel Green. Yes, we make a good team, and I thank God for him. And so may I come go on home to him here now. Yeah. So blessings, everybody. Looking forward to being back on Monday. And thanks to my sponsor, Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant. What would I do without you? Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. And I like to show off and say, my weekend begins with you starting tomorrow because I'm not here. It's my day off. But I'll be back on Monday. So if you're cooking soup this evening, it's kind of getting chilly outside. But if soup are cooked this evening, enjoy. If you're drinking a cup of tea with crackers and cheese, enjoy. I started lunch today. I had to quickly because I was eating late. I didn't plan to eat dinner, so I wanted to eat early. It no work out. So I have to go home now, go finish the rest of lunch. What can I say? Thank God I have something to eat. Do you have something to eat? I hope so. Blessings to all of you, because you know how we do right here on the show. We keep each other's company. I'm so glad that you've kept mine. I feel special. Me a come go round now. Me a go on round, go along round, go up, go down, so go round, so go on in. Go up. When you were little, well, I got it a lot. And you walk about, like I used to walk about all over the community. People don't know where me gone. But when they find me, they used to say, go on up, Denise, go up, wait till you reach up. And you know when you reach up, what happened? Right? You get a good whipping. But I was very busy. I was at, all around the picnic, all over the place. And look at me now. So blessings, everyone. Do you know where your children and grandchildren are? Lots of love to you. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I'm out of here.
Welcome to Voices with the Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, inviting you to join me each week for real conversations, powerful stories, and uplifting perspectives that shine a light on voices from the community and the diaspora. Kick off your week with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dive deep on Thursdays with Center Stage from 6 to 8 p.m. And ease into your weekend with Saturday morning runnings every Saturday at 10 a.m. Catch Voices with Lady D on YouTube, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network online and YouTube, and Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Trelawney, Jamaica, or tune in on Linkage Radio online. So lock in, turn it up, and remember, every voice has power. This is Voices with Lady D.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food. Cooler Runnings Restaurant would like to introduce you to our brand new vegetarian grill and juice bar called Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, located at 1785 Nerit Avenue at the corner of Nerit and Wickham Avenues in the Bronx, across from the original Cooler Runnings restaurant. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. We specialize in the best authentic vegetarian dishes, which contain no animal byproducts. Our menu includes idol stew, tofu, veggie chunks, and our exclusive in-house vegetarian patties. For our full menu, you can visit our website at crvgbronx.com, or you can give us a call at 929-265-3392. We are also available on Uber Eats for your convenience. Stop by, and remember, at Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, customer service is our #1 priority.